What is the marriage green card interview like? That is what this video is all about. Assuming your spouse has entered the U.S. legally and you have correctly filed all the paperwork for her, you both will be scheduled to come in to the local USCIS office for an interview at the end of the case. USCIS will send you a notice telling you your interview date about a month before the interview. Read this notice completely. The notice will have the time, date, and place of the interview. You will also be told what evidence to bring. Here are a couple of pro tips. Bring overwhelming evidence to prove to the immigration officer that you are really married. The evidence would include, but not be limited to, joint financial documents, such as joint bank accounts, joint insurance, a rental agreement or home deed with both of your names on it, joint utility bills, joint gym memberships, etc. Also, organize your evidence into folders so you know where everything is during the interview. You do not want to be fumbling around for documents during the interview. You should speak to a local immigration attorney about what your local office wants as far as evidence for your interview. Once your case is called by the immigration officer, you will be led into a small office, told to stand, be both sworn in, and you will have your government IDs reviewed. The interviewer will then likely start going through the paperwork you filed with USCIS to verify that everything is current and correct. He will then ask you several questions about your marriage, how you met each other, your home life, your dating history, and really anything else he deems relevant to your case. The interviewer will then go through the evidence you have brought and ask you questions about the evidence. Pro tip: bring a thick book of pictures showing your life together. In addition, you should have pictures showing the two of you surrounded by family and friends. We have seen borderline cases approved due to the strength of a good set of pictures. A picture really is worth 1,000 words. If all goes well, your case can be approved the same day. If there are minor issues in the case, such as a security clearance not being completed, the approval may be delayed. If the interview does not go well, you may be required to come back for a dreaded second interview. These second interviews, also known as fraud interviews, will be very personal and intense. You and your spouse will be separated and your answers will be compared. You will want an attorney present. Be thoroughly prepared, do well at your interview, and have your case approved after the first interview. Here are a couple of more pro tips. Do not get into a fight on the way to your interview. If you are in a fight, your body language will tell the officer that you are angry with your spouse. That is not the way to get your case approved. Also, the immigration officer is likely to look at your social media accounts. Check your social media accounts to make sure that they show that you are in love with your spouse. Don't have your Facebook account say your relationship is complicated, unless you want your case to be complicated. If you are not an affectionate person, try to be. It is good for your life and it will be good for your case. Also, be sure to visit our website. A shameless plug, we know. Seriously, we have tons of blog posts and videos that talk about the marriage green card process. Finally, feel free to call or email our office anytime. We would be happy to answer any questions you have about the green card process. Law Offices of Lawrence Gruner, 888-801-6558. AttorneyGruner@gmail.com.